So you're gonna say the screen. Okay, give me a second, it is loading. Okay. All right, so we're going to continue. So, okay, we have this lesson. It's not difficult, right? And the title, it's part of the lesson, right? Because sometimes we are going to report what another person has said, right? I said that we needed to work on the reported statements. I told myself that it was time to study them. As you can see, it's part of maybe some cases to report what another person has said. So let's listen the audio first.
Hi. Last time I said that we needed to work on reported statements. I didn't. No, I told myself that it was time to study them. Maybe I forgot to tell you. I just used 2 examples of reported statements. Do you know what they are? Let's find out more.
Okay, so let's continue with the first point. To understand this lesson, we have to know what is a direct statement. We have a direct statement and indirect statement, or is best knowledge as a reported statement, right? It's okay, the most knowledge is reported statement. So let's listen the first one, something that we use every day, direct statements.
A direct statement uses the person's exact words. When we write, we put quotation marks around direct statements. Jackie said, I posed as a Kicks executive.
Okay, let's continue. As you can see in this point, right, we are using, we're trying to report in a direct statement. What does it mean? We use the person's exact words. We don't change anything, okay? I can say that this only applies in writing, right? In some books, when you're gonna cite or write a citation to maybe to author's words, maybe we actually use this structure, right? And it's Jackie said, comma, space, question marks, okay, period, and then we're gonna rewrite what another person has said, okay? There is nothing new in this sentence unless the comma, the quotation marks, and then because then the rest of the sentence, we're actually repeating what another person has said, right? So there is nothing new in this sentence. So okay, that's the direct statement, right? You're gonna find this in books, right? And then so let's continue now with the reported statements. So give me a second. Oh, okay. All right, now we're going to continue with the reported statements, right? Let's listen to the audio.
We can also report statements without using the person's exact words. In this case, we use reported statement. We often use the word that to introduce a reported statement. Jackie said that she had posed as a Kicks executive. You can also leave out the word that. The meaning is the same. Jackie said she had posed as a Kicks executive. We don't use quotation marks in reported statements.
Okay, let's continue. We're going to use the reported statements. I don't know if you remember the other day I told you that we have a lesson, and it's a little bit more difficult because it's too much grammar, right? And it's this lesson. We're going to use the reported statements right? Again, it's a way to report something without using person's exact words, right? In some cases, we need to modify some words in order to keep the original meaning. That's the reason why we use reported statements, and we have a different structure, right? So we often use the word that to introduce a reported statement. So Talia to Tony later that evening, Jackie said that. Okay, so since this part, okay, we have a reporting verb. First of all, the person who said the reported part, right? The part that I'm going to report, maybe. So Jackie said that, and then we're going to continue with the reporting part, right? Jackie said that she had posed as chief executive, right? So notice that we're introducing the reported statement with a reporting verb, and it follows a specific structure, right? So it's nothing about me, as you can see, right? The only thing that I'm doing is to report. This is the person who said they made something, the reporting verb, and the reported statement. We can also leave out the word that, it's unnecessary, right? So, okay, let's continue. I received a message where it says about my microphone. Can you listen to me?
I can't listen to you. It's cutting, but
Okay,
I
give me a second.
understand, of course.
Okay, now can you listen to me?
Yes, it's better.
Okay, that's cool. Well, as I was explaining you, we can leave out the word that. We actually do that in that way in English, right? But when as we sometimes try to 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 have a guide with Spanish, so that's the reason of why we use that. But it's up to you. There is no problem if you use it or if you don't. So it could be something like Jackie said, she had posed as kids executive, and something important, as this is a reported statement, and I'm not using the person's exact words, it's unnecessary to use question marks, right? Jackie said that she had posed as kids executive. This is incorrect because if I'm going to use the person's exact words, I'm gonna use quotation marks, right? Because I don't change anything inside the reported the direct statement. Okay. However, if I'm going to change a little bit more, and I'm not going to use the person's exact words, but I'm going to transmit the context, right? The meaning of it, then it's unnecessary to use quotation marks in writing. Okay?
Yes, I understand.
All right, that's cool. Now we're going to continue with the reporting verbs. We actually have two reporting verbs, so let's listen the audio.
The most common reporting verbs are say and tell. We use say when we don't mention the listener. Dean, I'm worried.
Jackie said that she was worried.
We use tell when we mention the listener. Jackie told Dean that she was worried.
Okay, let's continue with this point. We have two reporting verbs, say and tell. Both mean the same, both have the same meaning, but there is a difference. When we don't mention the listener, of course, there is a listener, right? I want to clarify it. There is a listener, but I don't mention it, right? For maybe many reasons, I don't know, but I don't mention. I'm not saying Jackie said, Marco, right? Jackie said, I don't know. Jackie said another name could be, right? Jackie said me, right? And that's a common mistake in English. It's incorrect, right? So if I'm going to use said, it's going to be when I don't mention the listener. Of course, there is a listener. There are listeners, but I'm not going to mention it. So this is what we're going to report, right? Dean, I'm worried. So if I'm gonna report it, I'm going to mention the person, right? Who said the sentence? Jackie, in this case, said, okay, as I don't have listener, I'm gonna choose said. Then I'm going to continue with that if you want or not. And then we're going to continue with the reporting part. Jackie said that she was worried. Okay, so again, we're talking about Jackie, right? So we're changing the time tense, but we're gonna see it in point number 4. And now let's continue with the second reporting verb, and it is tell. We're going to use tell when we mention the listener, right? Jackie told me, Jackie told him, Jackie told them, Jackie told us, Jackie told Dean, Jackie told Maria, okay? So as we mentioned the listener, then we're going to continue with the reporting part. It's going to be incorrect if I say Jackie told that, told to whom, right? There is no listener, so this is incorrect. So the correct one could be said. And in this one, Jackie said, this is incorrect because I mentioned the listener, right? So said, let's remember the use. We're gonna use it when we don't mention the listener. Okay?
Okay.
Is there any question maybe?
No, maybe it's correct if I say Jackie said she was worried without that.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
All right, so you can leave out the word that or not. It's up to you. There is no problem.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, now we're going to continue with this part, and I consider that this is the difficult part of the lesson because the point of the reported statement, right, is to keep the original meaning, right? What it means. So it means that I need to make some changes in the sentence in order to keep the original meaning. Remember, the point of this, of everything, is to keep the original meaning. If I don't, then it's incorrect the use. So to do that, to keep the original meaning, sometimes I need to modify some part of the sentence with that purpose. So let's listen the audio.
When we report someone's statement, we often change the verb tense. Simple present changes to simple past.
There is no Byron Walters. Dean said that there was no Byron Walters.
Present continuous changes to past continuous. I'm not seeing anyone.
Talia said she wasn't seeing anyone.
Simple past changes to past perfect.
I sent the phony recording to Newsline.
Dean actually said that he had sent the phony recording to us.
Present perfect changes to past perfect.
You just learned a lesson the hard way.
Tony said that she just learned a lesson the hard way.
Okay. As you can see, we have different ways to change the meaning, right? And everything is about grammar, right? Time tenses, I mean. So if there is, I'm gonna give you a tip. If it's in simple present, right? If it's in present, you have to change it into the past. If it's in present, change it into the past. But how about if it's in past? Simple past into the past perfect. Present perfect into the past perfect, right? We have more 10 tenses. We have with modals though, but I'm gonna send you a PDF of it because we're not going to have enough time to see all the 10 tenses. As you know, we have a lot of. And so let's start with the simple present. This is what I'm going to report. There is no Byron Walters, okay? This sentence, the sentence that I'm gonna report is in simple present. So the only thing that I'm going to do is to change into the simple past. Dean said, okay, I'm gonna write the person who said something, okay? Then I'm going to continue with the reporting verb said. I'm choosing it because I don't mention the listener. That what is optional, and then from this part to the end, I'm going to copy the same sentence, okay? The exception is that I'm going to change the verb. There was no Baron Walters, and that's all, right? I'm gonna continue writing with the sentence. If it's in present continuous, I'm not saying anyone, okay? So this is the part that I have to change into the past continuous. So again, I'm gonna copy the person who said the sentence. I'm gonna choose said. Instead of saying Tally again, I'm gonna only use the pronoun she. The negative as it is, wasn't saying anyone, and that's all. I sent the phony recording to Newsline, okay? Simple past to past perfect. So if I'm going to change it into the past perfect, I need to use the auxiliary had, the verb in participle form, okay? And this is what I'm going to use. I'm gonna replace it. Dean, actually, this is optional, right? It's unnecessary, but if you consider, it's okay. Dean actually said, okay, that, right. From this part till the end, I'm gonna copy the sentence as it is. So I'm gonna choose Dean because, well, I'm gonna choose the subject. Dean actually said that he, okay, if I'm gonna choose Dean again, it's going to sound redundant. So that's the reason why we opt for using the subject, the pronoun. Okay, so instead of saying sent, I'm gonna replace it by had sent, and then I'm gonna copy the rest of the sentence as it is. And if it's in present perfect, let's remember present perfect, have or has, plus the past participle of the verb. In this case, we're gonna change into the past perfect. So you have just learned, so I'm gonna change it this to had, and that's all because this the next part. It's the structure is similar, the present perfect with the past perfect. So Amy is going to be the person who is going to report what Tony has said. So it could be Tony, okay, because Tony is the person who said the sentence. Okay, I'm gonna choose said that, and then I'm going to continue with the sentence. Notice that we're changing, right? Tony said that she, oh, it's a girl, that she had just learned a lesson the hard way, right? We're changing, we're gonna look for it in point number 5. Remember, again, to keep the original meaning, and you have to see this part, if your reported statement keeps with the original meaning, so in order to not to change the meaning, right? So for that reason, we're changing the subject because it's going to be incorrect. Tony said that you, okay, no, Tony said that she, because we're talking about Tony, right? she had just learned a lesson the hard way. Okay, as you can see, it only maybe it's not difficult, but we have a lot of, so we have to remember the time tenses to keep this lesson. Is there any question maybe?
No, it's okay.
All right, that's cool. Now we're going to continue with point number 5, reporting verbs. So let's listen.
When the reporting verb is in the present, we don't change the verb tense in the reported statement. I'm really worried about Nick. Talia says that she's really worried about Nick.
Okay, let's continue with point number 5. When the reporting verb is in the present, we don't change the verb tense in the reported statement. So I'm really worried about Nick. So the reporting verb is in present, right? Talia says that she's really worried about Nick. And this happens when what you are going to report, it just happened in that moment, okay? Or it's happening right now, maybe. No, it's not happening right now, but it just happened, right? And remember the use of simple present. So we use the simple present to talk about habits. So if it's a habit, we're gonna use the reporting verb in simple present, right? That's all. So instead of saying said, we're gonna use says. I'm really worried about Nick. So it just happened right there. So we're gonna report. Amy's going to report. Talia, as it is in that moment, we're gonna use says. Third person, yes, the reported statement, and we're going to continue with the rest of the sentence that she's really worried about Nick. And is there any question maybe?
No.
Okay, that's cool. And now we're going to finish with point number 6. Let's listen.
In reported statements, we also make other changes to keep the original meaning. We change pronouns and possessive adjectives. I need to be on the office Wi-Fi.
Talia said that she needed to be on the office Wi-Fi.
We also change time words. I met Jackie yesterday.
Talia said that she'd met Jackie the day before.
Okay. In reported statements, we also make other changes. That's what I told you a minute ago to keep the original meaning. We change pronouns and possessive adjectives. For example, if Talia say, I need to be in the office on the office Wi-Fi. So if I'm going to report, I'm not going to say, Talia said that I need, no, because it's not about me. I'm the only thing that I'm doing is reporting. So Talia said that she needed to be in the office Wi-Fi. Okay, the only thing that we are changing, I don't know why is it underlined on the. So Talia said that she instead of I. And we also change time words, right? It looks unnecessary in Spanish, right? We use the same time word, but in English we change it, right? So if it's going to be yesterday, I'm gonna change it by the next day, right? I'm gonna send you a pic of this. Give me a second. Okay. So I'm sending you through your chat. Okay. There you have time and place and reporter speech, right? We have the reported speech now, then we're gonna change it into then. Today, that day, here by there, this by that, tomorrow by the following day, the next day, the day after. These are changes again that in Spanish looks unnecessary, but in English we're gonna use it. So that's the reason of why we have yesterday. So the day before, for example. Right? So you have to take care in that part. So yes, that will be everything about the lesson. Oh, in the pic, you also have some examples, right? Give me a second. Where is it? Okay, you have the direct speech, right? And reported speech with the time with the time tenses, with all the time tenses, right? You have the present, simple past, and then you have the use of tell though, right? So you have everything in that pic, so you have a key. Okay,
Okay.
all right. Is there any question maybe?
No, it's okay.
All right, that's cool. So now we're going to practice. Was it easy for you?
Yes, it's only a little confused when you
Yes,
have to change.
yes, the only maybe difficult part, if we're gonna call like that, is that we have to do the change.
Yes.
Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes,
Can you please read the instruction?
of course. Complete each dialogue, click on the box and choose the correct answer. When Tony to Amy on Monday. Talia feeling really bad today. On Tuesday, Amy to Talia on Tuesday. Tony said that you were feeling really bad yesterday. Tony, I'm really sorry about the audio. Amy to Talia, he said, no, he said he was really sorry about the audio. Tony, I made a mistake. I like a mistake like that once. Tony told me that she made it's in the past, so had made. Tony told me that yes, a mistake like that once. You tricked me, Dean. Jackie said, no, told
Oh,
Dean, told Dean
okay.
that he had tricked her. Dean, you talk too much, Jackie. Dean says, I talked too much. I'm thinking a lot about my career. Nick said he has thinking a lot about his career. I've considered quitting the team. Quitting?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, quitting
Quitting.
team. Okay, thanks. He told me that he had considered quitting the team.
Do you know the meaning of quitting?
Like get out?
Yes, we have quit. The other day we have a confusion with one of my students. This is quit and this is quiet, right? There is a
Yes.
subtle difference between them.
Yes.
Let's continue.
The team needs unique. I told him that the team needed him.
Okay, so let's review. Let's
No,
submit and let's.
it's need.
Oh,
Yes, the last one is
okay.
needed.
Oh, sorry. You said the first
Needed.
option.
Yes.
Okay, so it was a mistake, sorry. So you had a mistake, number 5. The reporting verbs, we have says.
Okay.
Remember point number 3, if the reporting verb is in present, okay, we're not going to do any change, okay?
Yes, yes, of course.
All right, so that was the only mistake because the last one was mine. So is there any question maybe?
No, it's okay.
All right, that's cool. Well, we're gonna try to do the other exercise. And okay, give me a second. All right, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can,
Okay, can you please read the instruction?
of course. Read what journalists asked the mayor at a press conference. Complete the sentence about what their journalists report the next year. They, sorry. Just reporting verbs, said or told, and make all tense and other change in the reported statement. Type your answer into the blanks. Okay. Mr. Mayor, where is the city going to build
View?
built the new sports stadium? We haven't made our final decision yet. The mayor,
Could you please, sorry for the interruption. Could you please write into the chat the answer?
of course,
And you're gonna, as soon as you finish, for example, number 1, the major said that newsline that they have gone, for example, right? As soon as you finish, you're gonna read it, okay?
okay.
All right, so let's do it, please. What do you think? Write into the chat.
One by one or all?
It's up to you, how it's better for you.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
The first one I changed the
Oh, okay,
yes, it's all. No say.
okay. Oh my God. Okay, could you please read it?
Excuse me?
Could you please read the sentence?
Okay, the major told Newsline that we hadn't made our decision yet.
Okay. We haven't made our decision. Oh, what is going on? Our decision.
Yet.
No, it's only our, right? Because we already have final
Or
decision.
final.
Yet. All right, so let's continue, please, with point number 2.
Okay. When are you going to the decision I plan to make? He says that he
Okay, thank you. It says, okay. So it's that with plans. Okay, thank you. Okay, I'm not sure about number 2, but let's see at the end. How about number 3? Isn't it true that Jim Edwards, the owner of the baseball team, isn't too happy about it? Right? Mr. Edwards changed his mind at a meeting? Yes, sir. So, what do you think?
his mind at the meeting yesterday. He's okay. Day before. I think it's like that.
Okay, what are you using says instead of said?
It's said, sorry.
Okay, yes, all right, that's good. Said, but if you, okay, let me share Edwards. Said, I'm gonna modify this. He said, this had changed. Okay, his mind at the meeting day before. Okay, cool. Let's continue with point number 4. How do the fans feel about losing Serum Stadium? Most fans are looking forward to having a mother setting.
Okay.
So, and we have the trivia. So what do you think?
Told.
Okay, thank you. So he told the Tribune, all right, that's good. Second. Almost we're looking, okay, we're looking forward. Okay. Okay, we need to do number 5.
See.
How old is the current stadium? The city built, okay, we have built the stadium in 1970.
See.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, he said. All right, he said that the city have built.
Has, sorry, it's has.
Okay. Has. Okay, has built. In the city. Okay.
Do you think about this? I don't know. Details of course. Situation.
Okay, I have a doubt in number 5, but let's finish with number 6. What do you think about the Soccer Federation's action against Nick Crawford? I don't know, okay, don't know the details of Crawford's situation. Okay, simple present, into the what time tense. All right, thank you, he says. Okay, why did you wrote, did you read? No. He says that.
I used this structure because I think he's responding in this moment, answering in this moment.
Okay, no, because I don't think so, right? If the reporting verb it's in simple present, right? You have to check if we already have the reporting verb, right? But in other context, I don't think maybe that situation is happening right now because I just think that we can change it into the past, right?
Okay.
Unless we already have the reporting verb there, yes, we can change it, right? We're gonna see we have more options like that, but that he doesn't know. If it's in simple present, we have to change it to the
The
simple
past.
past.
Yes.
Okay, so he says that
Didn't know.
he didn't know.
No.
Okay, the details of Crawford's situation. Okay. How about number 5? Is it okay? We have the past, the simple past, right?
Yes.
Build is in simple past. So in what time tense do we have to change? Let's check the picture.
Simple past is to past perfect.
Okay, so we don't have to write has.
Oh, it's had built.
Yes, had, right? Then, okay, how about number 2? When are you going to announce the decision? I planned to make, okay, this is simple present, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna change this part, he said, because we don't have the verb, right? We don't have the verb we don't have the reporting verb in simple present, right? So we're gonna change it. He said that he plans. Okay. He planned to make announcements. Okay, is it okay?
Yes, it's okay.
All right. Do you want to modify maybe another thing?
No, I think it's okay.
All right, let's submit. I hope we didn't have, okay, that we hadn't. Okay, you need to change the pronoun. Okay, the positive. The major told, okay, I'm gonna take a picture.
That they had.
Yes, right. Don't forget. The major told Newsline that we, because it's not part of you, right?
Yes,
It doesn't include you. So again, this part, their decision, right? That they hadn't made their final decision yet. Okay, and this he planned. You need to change it. Okay, all right. I guess it was a spelling mistake. He planned, right, with double N. Okay.
Okay. Yes.
All right. So it was a regular verb. It is a regular verb. So we need to add a double N.
Okay.
Okay. The only thing that maybe you have to check you know, when do we use the reporting verbs in simple present? I mean, like says, when we talk about the story or something like that, right? To write it or to do it more dramatic, we count the story in simple present. So that could be maybe the other exception. And unless you don't have the verb, you already have the verb in simple present, then you're gonna continue as it is, right? You're gonna place it into the past. Okay,
Okay.
do you get it?
The only one I can't understand is about the 0.5. I can't understand the difference about the 5 point in the grammar part when you was teaching me. We had some points and I don't know how to explain. We well, in one example says when the reporting verb is the present, we don't change the verb tense in the reporting statement. And the example says, I'm really worried about Nick. So it doesn't change the time and says, Talia says that he's really worried about Nick. And I can't understand the difference between that and when you change the present to the past.
Okay, you are talking about point number 5, right? And in the grammar explanation, right? It says when the verb it's in when the reporting verb it's in simple present, okay? But in this part, you don't have the reporting verb in simple present. Okay, that's the reason why I told you, unless you have the reporting verb in simple present. So, for example, if you don't have the option to change this one, right? So it only says like he says, okay? He says, okay? So as you already have the reporting verb in simple present, then you're gonna continue with the verb in simple present, right?
Yes.
But it depends on this part, okay? If you don't have the reporting verb in simple present, you're only gonna take it, leave it into the simple past, okay?
Okay.
As I told you, we have some moments, right, where it sometimes, right, we leave the verb in simple present when it just happened. But the instruction said another thing, right?
Yes, but I'm talking about the 6, maybe. No, not 5.
Oh, okay. Number
Because
6.
yes, because in the exercise, there is an answer. He is answering in this moment. So that's the reason I said she says that he is no.
Okay, we could have the option to change into the other time tense, right? But because of the instruction, right, we are not doing that. We actually could do it, right? Podríamos cambiar tal vez el tiempo verbal, pero por el tema de las instrucciones y no tenemos otra opción. Es decir, solo tenemos una opción. Tal vez podríamos cambiar, pero por el tema de las instrucciones, porque las estamos siguiendo y solo tenemos said or told. Right?
Okay. Yes.
Okay, so for that reason, we're only saying like that, and you're going to notice all the answers, all the reported verbs are in simple past. Okay, so if you're going to find an exercise where the verb is already, the reporting verb is already written, so then you're gonna see the option to change if for example it says. So you're gonna see the options to keep the original meaning.
Okay,
right?
thanks.
Okay, do you get it?
Yes, I get it. Thanks so much.
All right, that's cool. So we're going to stop until this part because it's time. And okay, I'm gonna launch the homework. First of all, the poll, right? So there you have it, the daily poll. Once you finish, let me know in maybe at afternoon, right? I'm gonna assign you the homework and then, okay?
Okay,
Because
thanks
we
so much.
already finished the 3 models.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna see you tomorrow at the same hour, right?
Yeah, I don't know because today is the last day of the month, and tomorrow maybe I will change my schedules. So
At what time?
can I don't know because my boss doesn't send me my schedules yet. So can
Okay,
tell you about that maybe at the night or the afternoon.
could be at afternoon. You know what? I am on classes, right? And my schedule it's terrible. So tomorrow it's Wednesday, right?
Yes.
So I'm available. Yes, I'm available at afternoon, maybe at 12, until yes, until 2 p.m. maybe. And then at night, well, at afternoon, at night, I have another class with our student. So how do you think, or what do you think of the idea? First of all, you have to know your schedule, and then you're gonna let me know at what time are you available, and then I'm gonna see if we can. All right?
Yeah, okay, because my boss will send my new schedule at the night maybe or at the afternoon. So I don't know in this moment.
Okay, as soon as you know your schedule, let me know, okay?
Okay, thanks so much.
All right, thank